Alright, welcome back to WMMA now with your host Chuck Stevenson. So, one championship has been on hiatus due to the pandemic, and it's kind of hard to tell when they're going to be back because their home city of Singapore seems to keep extending, travel restrictions and everything. And in the meantime, a lot of matchups have been discussed for when the fights resume. One of the possible matchups here is this one at 115 pounds, Stamp Fairtex and Itsuki Hirata. This fight has been gaining a lot of steam in the media. Bout Review, a Japanese MMA website, has published 2 different articles in the last 2 days on this very fight, and I've seen mentions of it elsewhere in Japanese MMA media as well. I think this is a very interesting fight. A lot to think about when trying to figure out how this could possibly go. Let's go ahead and give it a look. As far as their records go, similar records. Stamp is 4-0 as a pro MMA fighter. Of course, extensive Muay Thai background. And then Hirata is 3-0 as a pro. Similar in age, Stamp is 2 years older, 22 to 20. They are the same height, 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters tall. I don't have a reach available for Fairtex. Hirata has a reach of 62.6 inches, 159 centimeters. Fairtex is out of Thailand, and Hirata is Japanese. This fight could do very well in either location. Now, Hirata is coming off a win over Nyreen Crowley in February. Stamp last fought in February. It might have been the same event. She lost in kickboxing to Janet Todd. However, she is coming off a win in MMA over Pooja Tomar back in January. So both are undefeated as professionals in mixed martial arts. Now, breaking this fight down farther, you got to give the clear striking advantage to Stamp Fairtex. I mean, she has been fighting Muay Thai pretty much her entire life, ever since she was a little girl. She took it up I believe she took it up because she was being bullied. I think that's her background story. Hirata is definitely going to have the clear advantage on the ground, however. She is a judoka, very savvy with her judo-style trips and throws, and very savvy with submissions. Now, Hirata has faced high-level strikers before. She beat Mio Sumura in an amateur MMA bout for a TV show in Japan. Mio is an accomplished fighter in shoot boxing, which is like the standing Vale Tudo, the kickboxing promotion that also allows throws, trips, standing submissions. So Hirata has fought high-level strikers before. On the other hand, Stamp hasn't faced any high-level ground fighters in MMA. So you got 2 fighters with clear advantages. One has fought a high-level one of them has fought an opponent before that has the high-level skills of the other fighter, whereas one hasn't. One thing I think about when I think of Itsuki Hirata is that she is very similar to fellow One Championship fighter at 125 pounds, Ayaka Miura, her Japanese compatriot. Both are specialists. Both veer on being like one-trick ponies. They go for the takedown and they go for the submission very fast. Both are have questionable striking defense as well. Miura's, two most recent losses, one back in Pancrase a couple years ago to Viviane Araújo, And then most recently, Miura lost to Tiffany Teo because she couldn't get the takedowns and submissions, so got beat in the striking department. Like I was saying, Hirata is very similar in style to Ayaka Miura, so this fight could play out like some of Miura's losses. Really, though, at the end of the day, I think this fight is going to come down to the takedowns. Can Hirata get her takedowns and go for the submission against Stamp? And on the opposite end, can Stamp prevent the takedowns of Hirata? Hirata's takedowns almost exclusively, rely on the clinch, where Stamp is going to have a lot of fun fighting off the clinch with her clinch striking from Muay Thai. So, going to be an interesting fight overall. Anyway, like I said, this fight is gaining some steam in overseas MMA media, non-English speaking MMA media. I'm surprised it hasn't, gained any steam in the English speaking MMA media. I think it'd be a very interesting fight if it goes down. Of course, it's not set in stone or anything. It's being discussed by the pundits and fans as a matchup that they'd like to see. I think it'd be a good fight. I'd like to see it myself. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.